You wouldn't ordinarily think to use mice or a mouse as a lure when you're fishing in the ocean. Today we're gonna be testing out this thing right here. I got this from Japan. It is a mouse trap rig. Let's see what we can catch. Yeah! I'm on one, I'm on one. Woohoo! What? I bought this lure from Japan. It's shaped like a mouse, and I've never seen a mouse-shaped lure before. If you take a look at how mousy that is. Hot pink, blue on the tip, underbelly being white. I mean, what else does this look like to you? Now, I'm not just fishing this. There's actually an attachment that we're gonna put at the back where we're gonna tie a leader line and put a small little lure on there. So this will help me cast that small little lure really far out. It'll push some water around. It'll give some flash, and it'll attract some fish because it rattles. But ultimately, the fish will eat the little lure at the end. Let's get this set up. Little tiny lure here. You see how tiny it is. A lot of fish out there right now, especially during this time of year, are chasing little small fish like this, like a little glass minnow. But how am I supposed to cast just this out? It's gonna be really hard to get this out really far. The way I'm gonna do it is attach it to the back of this mouse trap. Yeah, let's call this the mouse trap rig. Okay, now it's on securely. Now I'm just gonna tie my line onto here. And there we have it. The mouse trap rig is set up. Look at that. So cool. I'm excited to see how this works. Our 9'2" travel rod right here. This is the hybrid rod. It's good for the surf, it's good for inshore, it's good for piers, boats, you name it. It's good hybrid rod. Whereas my other rod, the 7'6", is more for inshore. This will be good because I can throw that mouse, which is about 2 ounces. This one can throw 1 to 3 ounces pretty safely. All right, with this mouse, you see the waves breaking out there? I want to see if I can make it past those waves. I'll bring the mouse through the waves and see what I can catch. Pretty aerodynamic. Oh, it's a topwater. It's a topwater mouse. Oh, I can see it pushing water. That looks awesome. It being topwater, I'm not sure that that lure is going deep enough. But we're gonna have to just try this for a little bit and see. I have different variations. I have another mouse that sinks down. This one seems to be staying at the top. But you can see it popping out there, can't you? So hopefully some of that commotion will bring some fish up, because it'll think that this is feeding on something. But the only thing that it can bite is that little lure in the back. I can still see it popping way out there. I can see it popping though, that's pretty cool. I don't know, what do you think? Keep trying it? You see what I'm saying though? Like it's so high up in the water column, I really have to pop it to attract them up. But they might not come up. I'm gonna try this for maybe 15 minutes, and if I don't get any bites, I'm gonna switch it to the mouse that sinks a little bit. Darn, I was really hoping I could catch something on the topwater, but topwater is best case scenario. I would love to hit fish on topwater, but they just don't always hit on topwater. So I think I'm gonna switch it to the subsurface one, and maybe give this a try later on. Okay, so this is the mini version of the bigger lures that I'm talking about. It still kind of looks like a mouse. Now, it wasn't cheap. It's 1,782 yen. That's like over $10 right there. And it's made by this company called Jackal, which I know is a pretty reputable brand. They have a lot of swim baits and lures and plugs and stuff. But I've never seen anything like this before. Wow, look at that packaging. That's pretty cool. And this one in particular is 25 grams, about an ounce. Look at that little tiny lure. That's pretty sick. And now the awesome part about this lure is that this is supposed to be the top water right here. So it looks like something is chasing small fish, and there's a small fish behind it, trailing behind it. And that looks like a little minnow. So this minnow will look like this. And as I throw my topwater out, yeah, this one sinks, so I can reach a deeper column and hopefully find some fish this way instead. I see a ton of mullet in the surf here too. And this could look like a mullet running away and a small fish behind it running away as well. Just looks like an easy target. Come on. First fish, it's a sea robin. Surprised to see that. I haven't seen one of these since Cape Cod. These are really cool looking fish. See how their wings look? And they bit this little, tiny little lure like that. So many things like to eat a small little lure that if you're able to get one out really far, you're able to catch a lot of different kind of fish out there. So with this blue lure at the top, nothing really bites that. That's meant to just sling out the small lure, make a bunch of noise, give it some flash, and entice the fish to eat the lure in the back of it. I'm getting bites. What? What is that? It's probably a good bait right there. Second species, second fish. I think that's what was biting me. It's getting tons of little bites like that. Yeah, those have spikes. When I grabbed it, it kind of spiked me a little bit. I wonder if they have some venom in it because it kind of hurts right now. Let's do it again. Hopefully get something big because I missed a big one earlier. It's just so hot in the summertime. Sometimes the fish get lethargic. I'm hoping for a big fat bluefish or some ladyfish to bite because those are good ones to eat. Whoa! I'm on one, I'm on one. Whoa, it's jumping all over the place. Whoa, pulling me, pulling me. We got a big fat lady here. Pulling my drag. Woo! Hey, that's a bigger fish. Not gonna complain. Fun fight. Pulled my drag a little bit, and look how perfect this size lure is for it. Sometimes they're out chasing just little fish like this, and there's no way to catch one of these unless you have a little lure. This is the way I can get that little lure out. Since this is so heavy, I'm able to cast it out really far using this. And this has like a shine and it has a flash to it. And underwater, it looks like a fish being chased. So the fish sees this, it can't eat this, it eats the little fish behind it. Ladyfish are really fun to catch because they jump all over the place. When they bite it initially, they'll start running really fast, they'll start pulling you really hard, and their mouths, for whatever reason, it's hard to stay on the hook. They call them poor man's tarpon because they fight like a tarpon, they look like a tarpon. Maybe I just say this one, yeah? Today I'm using our brand new 7'6" medium heavy power rod right here. This is an inshore rod that I put a massive power handle here. So not only is it more comfortable, to use and hold, but it gives you the power so you can crank them in if you get a big one. Now this is also 5 pieces, so it breaks down to about this size right here. That's like less than 2 feet right there. And you can travel anywhere in the world with it. Now this rod in particular has been in development for over a year now. I wanted it to work out all the kinks, and I'm really happy to present to you our brand new 7'6" inshore rod. Now I usually bring something like this out to the beach, and also our classic 9'2" rod here, same thing. Both of the reels are smaller sized because I don't want a massive oversized reel. It's more fun to bring in fish, especially smaller, medium-sized fish, on lighter gear. So this one's spooled up with 15-pound line. This one is spooled up with 20. Now this reel itself, I'm currently prototyping right now. I've designed every little bit of this reel, but I'm still working out the kinks. So I'm just testing out this reel with our new rod, and I'm excited to catch some fish. The way I'm using this lure here itself is I'm casting it out as far as I can to cover as much distance as I can. And then once I cast it out, this blue flasher, it sinks. So I'm gonna let it sink a little bit. And when I pull up on my tip, it goes upwards this way. So the idea is I want it to go up, down, and on the back of it is the hook. That hook is gonna be swimming around, moving frantically. See, I'm gonna let it sink. Now I'm just gonna pull the tip up like this at varying speeds. And I found so far that the fast speed hasn't been getting me much bites. So I'm slowing it down, and maybe I'll get more bites. Damn, it's all tangled. That's one of the issues with this lure, is that it's getting tangled with the leader, with the trailing hook. Might need a heavier leader. I saw a big redfish swim by right here. Yeah! Woo! That one smacked it. All right, the reel's handling okay. Woohoo! I always lose it right in the surf. So I like to loosen my drag once the waves get a little bit bigger. There we go. See it?
Oh my God,
Woohoo! Yeah! Perfect hook set too. Oh no, pooped all over me.
no!
There we go. Should we keep them for fish balls?
Absolutely.
All right. I think I prefer to use my double catch lure, my double take lure, which is just a little piece of metal, but the treble hook attached to it has a little willow blade on the back. So it spins around and flashes around. This way, I don't have to worry about getting tangled on any kind of arm. And also, it can cast a lot further, a lot easier to use. I don't have to work it like this the whole time. You can just swim it back. Ugh. My arms are killing me. All right, this is it, last one. But I am curious to see if I were to throw out a high-low rig, would I catch all the same fish? And how much more would I catch? Or would I not catch anything at all? Sometimes when I'm using new lures, I don't know whether or not they actually work or not, because some days are good fishing, some days are bad fishing. So I don't want to chalk this lure up to like, oh, it doesn't work. It could just be a bad day. And it did work. I caught maybe 5 fish, 6 fish, got plenty of bites. Whoa, look at that. Patrick Star, look at that. One of my major issues with this is that it keeps getting tangled. And it's kind of a hassle to just keep untangling it almost every other cast. Maybe it's just not meant for here. Maybe it's just better to use in other conditions. Yeah. What? A freaking pompano? Wow. That was the last thing I was expecting to catch on this. So we've caught ladyfish, and now we've caught pompano? What? That's pretty crazy. That's a pretty wild catch. Okay, so after using this for about 2 to 3 hours now, I really gotta say, whew, it's a challenge. It's not easy to keep swinging it out there because it's kind of heavy. Even with a handle like this, it's still hard to keep working over and over and over again. Your back starts to get tired, your arm starts to get tired, and ultimately, we caught some fish, but I think I'd prefer just to use my high-low rigs that I always come out here and use. Because when I do that, I catch all the same fish. It's much less work. I can just kind of sit back, watch my rod go down. The only difference is this, you get a better action because you can feel it smacking your line and it just feels good. Whereas when I set my lines out and watch it bend. It's satisfying in a different way. The top water version looks really fun. It was really fun to use, but it just didn't work for me. I liked the idea of the mouse, but just maybe this isn't the right spot. Comment below, where would you use something like this? The spot that I can think of off the top of my head is in the Pensacola, Destin area, using it for Spanish mackerel and stuff on the pier. I saw a lot of people using similar things in Destin, but here on the surf, it was really difficult. Yeah, Japanese lures, really fun to use. Maybe it's not optimal for here. I want to thank you guys for following our adventures all the time. If you have been subscribed to us, thank you so much for being a part of our lives and part of our channel. If you have not subscribed, we're Hey Skipper and we travel around. We do lots of different kinds of fishing, but one of my favorite kinds of fishing to share with you guys is the beach fishing. I have a ton of beach fishing items on my website. If you are just getting into something like this, watch out for the wave, Aaron. If you're just getting into something like this, I hope that my channel can help you learn as much as you need to learn to just get out there, get your first fish, and start this journey of a lifetime hobby. I'm gonna give it a few more casts, then I'm going home. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. It's pretty crazy kind of pompano. That means it was chasing my lure around. And typically pompano, they feed on crustaceans and little things floating around. Not a little minnow like this.
Hey!